Welcome here to live coverage of the game here at Owen Delany Park, top of the table clash, Taupo Sports versus Piopio. Winner take all, Ron Prize trophy up for grabs. Big game here at Owen Delany Park. I'm Andrew Chainsaw McCulloch with my co-commentator from last week, brother, rugby expert, Peter McCulloch. Welcome.
Thank you, Andrew. Lovely day in Taupo today.
Yeah, a bit better than last week. Last week was miserable. Bit of a chill. No real wind to speak of. Big Ron Prize trophy out on display in front of us. Taupo Sports top. Piopio about 4 points behind. 3 points behind. So basically, it is unless it's a draw, winner take all. Kickoff at 2:30. We'll run through the teams. The Piopio team, the visiting Piopio team. Front row is Taia Teriui. At prop, Sam Stewart hooker, Pia Hana Estel, the other prop. Locks are Andrew Blackmore and Bradley Jeffries. Number 6, Roy Simpson, a former King Country halfback, now got a bit fatter, moved into number 6. Lachlan and Caleb Foote are 7 and 8, the bros. Number 9, Daniel Langlands. Number 10, Pooney McCarthy, or Stormy as he was formerly known, the man formerly known as Stormy. Wings, or number 11, Jeff Davis. Number 12, Cameron Hazelden. 13, Jackson Hurley. 14, Jack Williams. And number 15, fullback Dion Javier. Reserves for Piopio, Nathan Crooks, Jack Mortensen, the veteran Peter Lee Radema, just helping out the team. I had a quick talk to him before the game, helping out. Kyan Rayner, Che Javier, Tim Fox and Isaac Buckman. So that's your Piopio team in this important top of the table clash. Peter, you'll run through that Taupo team who are struggling a little bit as well, I think, with numbers.
So Taupo Sports at home today, and yeah, they are struggling a bit in their tight fives from what I've been told. So their team for today is at number 1, Rikova Manakuri. Number 2, Nick Barnes hooking for them today. And number 3, Akilio Ratasila. And the locks is Hunter Talivai, and number 5, Josh Mann. Number 6, Viliami Nakama, and number 7, Ione Simeona. And number 8, and co-captain Sisa Fosaki. At halfback, you've got Zane Tipping as co-captain as well. Number 10, the impressive Kieran Rollison. And beside him at number 12, Jesse Douglas.
Not so impressive. Is that what you're saying, Peter?
Both been very impressed for a number of years. Getting back to it, number 13, Josavata Milamusi. And then on the wings, we've got left wing number 11, Abu Duwai. And number 14 on the right wing, Apeti Watts. And the impressive and versatile Cam Robinson at number 15. Cam Robinson, I believe, played 2 weeks ago, played number 6 against Tongariro United. So he's all over the place with them.
Shortest number 6 Lucy in the history of Taupo Sports, I'd pick.
You could well be right. Then the reserves for Taupo Sports are number 16, Nathan Bates. Number 17, Nicholas Johns. Number 18, Taupo Sports chef for the aftermatch, Ariki Hamilton. Number 19, Chase Leach. Number 20, Jackson Turia Tuvala. Number 21, Waisia Nariwa. And number 22, the ageless Joe Wee. They're coached today by Gene Waller, and helping him is Hanari Leach.
Father of?
Chase Leach.
So, interesting fact, Peter, both coaches, Gene Waller and Carl Michael for Piopio, both former King Country players, both Blazer boys, both New Zealand Heartland reps. So, a real battle between these guys, able to play together, I think, maybe about 2014-15 they would have last played together, so a bit of bragging rights with the old guys as well. So last week we had Taupo Sports lost to Taumaranui Districts over at Taumaranui. Speaking to Gene before the game, he said Districts deserved the win, much better team, and they just got outplayed, so a bit to play for today. And Piopio snuck a win over the Eels, which is always a good win, so 15-12. Just looking at it, we've got Piopio on a 7-game winning streak. Taupo Sports were on a 7-game winning streak, so Piopio lost their first game, and Taupo Sports have lost their last game, so a little bit of interest here. Sports still warming up, looking resplendent in their training tops, Peter.
They are. They always look good, Taupo Sports, in those training tops. There's a lot of sponsors on the back of those. Anti-glass, I cannot see on there, but hey, that's life.
So we've got Hanari Leach, assistant coach of Taupo Sports. He's a very good player in his day and have done a lot of coaching around Taupo, a lot of schoolboy stuff. Done a lot for the rugby around the town, hasn't he?
He certainly has. He was helping coach schoolboy last year, and then he's also stepped up again this year just to help out Gene with the Taupo Sports team. He is a fantastic coach and has been for a number of years.
Talk to the manager, Ray Wilson, another stalwart of Taupo Sports. Razor's been around, he's not the Razor of Razor fame, sadly, but Ray Wilson has been around a long time as well around this club and done a lot for the club over the years.
He certainly has, Ray. He'll be a very popular manager, and he'll be a big help. And there's Gary Mansfield with him as well, walking up. He's a big loss today, Gonzo.
So yeah, just fill me in on Gonzo. He's played some games this season, or
he has played some games. He was injured last week, injured his ankle, I believe. But Gonzo's back. I spoke to him last week.
With a ginger beard, it doesn't really didn't look that good, the beard, to be honest.
For a guy that played very little rugby in his child growing up, he took to it late, and he's really come on in his later years. He just loves getting in there. He's solid as buggery.
How old is Gons? 40?
Gons would be 37, I think he told me. 37, 38.
Referee today, Chris Cowie. Haven't caught who the touchies are. A couple of his ARs just wandering out onto the field. Good to see them involved in the rugby. So we've got, what was I going to say? So top of the table, so Taupo Sports currently top at 34, Piopio 31 points, Tongariro and Waititi 29, Districts 25 and Eels surprisingly on 23. So one of those, District or Eels, will drop out of the top 5 for next week, and they will be playing in the bottom 5 with Marist on 16, Waitomo 11, Bush and QQ on 5 points each. So there's some big games starting very soon. As we say that, we've got Piopio just coming out of the tunnel. Haven't seen that outfit before. A little jersey change for me. A nice little green and white pinstriped outfit, Peter. Looks very sharp. Number 14 for Piopio sporting Jack Williams, sporting a purple hairdo. Not something that would have suited you in your day, Peter.
Could suit me now, though, to be fair.
And as I said, Carl Carmichael farming on the Aotearoa station out the back of Taupo, travelling to Piopio for training, an impressive effort. Flip side is Gene Waller. He's been working in Hawke's Bay doing his prison stuff, and he's travelling back from Hawke's Bay for training. So both coaches putting in some huge miles to come and coach the teams they love. So young AR there, very keen. Very keen. So Chris Cowie been kind of one of the leading referees here in King Country for a number of years, and good to have him here.
Now the other AR, Shane Hancock, on the other side of the field. Shane's just taken up refereeing, I think, in the last year or two. And I think down the track he will be a fine referee. He knows the game, and he is a fit man. So it's a new ref coming through. That's always great to see them coming through.
Yeah, nice. And as always, the rugby today has been brought to you live streamed through Splash Screen and also through Waitomo, Kiwis fueling Kiwis. So thanks a lot to the club sponsor for Club Rugby, Waitomo. Huge fuel distributors around King Country, Waikato, or I assume North Island. So great to have them on board. Peter, we were just talking to the CEO, Kurt McCulkin. He had some very firm opinions about a lot of things rugby, didn't he, as always? We can't repeat a lot of his firm opinions, but lovely to see Kurt here, and like member Dave McEwen sitting up there as well, the co-matua corner. Gene Waller just coming out, the coach Gene Waller, looking resplendently scruffy as always. He's a great coach with these guys. The guys really respond to him.
He is. He's a calming influence for them. He knows the game inside and out. He's been playing for years and years, and he just seems to really fit well with the Taupo Sports way as Taupo Sports run out onto the field.
So number 6, though, he's not run that. He's just going straight across here. Yeah, so a few Taupo Sports boys away. I know Liam Rowland, their talisman hooker captain. He gets back next week. He's been in America for a month. Nick Barnes was a bit poorly today. There was talk he wasn't going to play, but he's put on his big boy shorts and he's now playing. So there is some real issues with the Taupo Sports team. Putting in the full squad.
Yeah, so Liam Rowlands will be a big game back for them when he comes back. He's a fantastic skipper for them earlier in the year and last year, and they'll be love to get him back into the squad.
Just about to tell a young boy to get out of our computer. Can we just move, bud, so we can see? Just a very keen young supporter. All right, we're about to kick off here. We've got Kieran Rollinson's kicking off. Taupo Sports playing left to right. Piopio taking that ball in, just going into a setup. So back there, Langland's just complaining about something to Cowie, the referee. It's a dry run.
It's a good run. That's Caleb Foot, is it? Watch him today, he's a fantastic footballer.
So it's Stormy McCarthy, just Pooney as he's had a name change, but Pooney or Stormy. This Cam Robinson out the back, normally a first 5, second 5, as Peter said, very versatile, now playing fullback, just setting the ball up. Rollinson's gone in at halfback, he shouldn't be in there, he can't pass. So Tipping's back where he needs to be, back at halfback. Very, very good halfback, Zane Tipping. Directs this team very, very well.
He's done for a number of years.
Again, the talk was Rollinson was carrying a bit of an injury as well. Oh, we've got a drop ball there at the back by Javier. Referee says gone back. Bit of a nothing start, just feeling each other out. Oh, that's a good start by Fasaki. Good run, King Country player, co-captain, very strong, powerful runner, Cecil Fazaki.
Lock on, first scrum.
So we've got, this will be a good battle. I don't know too much about the Taupo Sports front row. Peter, do you know much about them?
Nick Barnes has been around a long time. He's very versatile. He plays a prop, plays flanker, and generally a hooker. He's strong. Well, I call him a kid. He was a kid at some stage, obviously. He's now a strong man.
Oh, you are old, aren't you, Peter? Okay, first scrum here. Langland's from Piopio putting the ball in. No number on his back by the looks of that. Just check out to the first 5. McCarthy getting hit heavily. Who was that big hit, Peter?
That was Simeona, open side flanker.
Yeah. I just want to check. I've got a funny feeling that halfback is actually Roy Simpson that playing halfback. We've got the winger. Oh, strong run down that left wing by Duwai. Just a bit of a feeling that Fasaki again, just hitting it up, which he'll do all day. Tipping, just directing things, just getting those forwards again. All the play over the far side.
Oh, some nice work.
It's a good step, but he didn't quite. That last line of defence was very good. So a quick ball here, spread it wide.
Come tap it, go wide.
Ronson, Jesse Douglas, haven't talked about Jesse. He's been a stalwart of this club as well. He's done really well. King Country player. Oh, nice hit, Cam Robinson. It's a bit messy, isn't it, to start with?
It's a bit messy. It'll calm down.
Yeah, so I'll just have a catch there. We had Roy Simpson playing at 6. No, Roy still is at 6. So the 9 is definitely Langland's from Piopio. So 0-0 after 3.5 minutes. Like we said, critical game today. Winner is the Ron Bryars Trophy, so the first round holder of the trophy wins the first round and pretty much gets home game advantage kind of down the track. I meant to ask Kurt whether points rolled over or not. I must ask that at half time.
Pretty even scrum. Eugene ahead.
It's Caleb Foot taking it off the back there. kick through. Cam Robinson, very confident. Had a season, they have 2 seasons down in Hawke's Bay.
Season with Taradale, yep.
Yeah, won the championship.
Yes,
so,
he did.
Yeah. Nice. Not sure holding on there. Oh, no. Just not clearing. So Piopio penalised. A little bit far out, I'm thinking, for a kick. So Rollinson will just plug that touch line, get some yardage, and I've got to work out one of the Taupo Sports boys. I think it's Hunter Talabai, is a young 17-year-old, or was it Josh Mann? Yeah. So we'll just have a look. There's apparently a very talented young lock being called into the Taupo Sports team. According to Gene, they've gone short though.
I think it is Hunter Talabai.
Yep. But surprised
again,
they've
had some big injuries in their type 5, so just Gary Mansfield out.
So they're going to walk their way into the line out by the looks of it. No ball boys again. Poor old Nick Barnes has got to go and collect the ball 50 metres away. He'll be puffing. So it looks like Talabai, or was that Josh Mann coming in? It's a bit far away from my... Oh, just overthrown by Nick Barnes. Probably...
It was Josh Mann who went up.
Yep. Probably just Nick, that one area that he's always had problem with or needs to work on is that line out throw. But that's a get out of safety for Piopio. Not out though, so we're away again. Cam Robinson. Forwards are a bit slow getting back. 7.
Yeah.
Simeone just taking his time getting back there. Rollinson just looks
all a bit static, isn't it?
Yeah, just looks very messy. This is who we got there?
Jesse Douglas. Oh, get out of my way, he says.
Oh, it does look like Jesse's been doing a bit of gym work, doesn't it? Looking at that. Nice bullocking run by Douglas. Oh, nice hit up there.
It's
By Ratusila, yep. Rollinson just, was that Barnes?
Kept his feet well, Barnes, didn't he? Felt the hit coming. Ratusila again.
Yeah, the two
That's
number
a good
threes. Yeah, 2 number 3s here. Oh, nice ball. And that's 14 is away. Nice try, Whitson. So that's a Petty Watts. Great try out wide. Taupo Sports, an early try, a little bit messy, but they got there. But disappointing defence by Piopio, perhaps.
Was a little. They got it into space, so Taupo Sports. They had the numbers out wide, and a Petty Watts flew over in the corner.
Do you know much about a Petty?
No, I don't, I'm afraid, Andrew, no.
Oh, thank you, Peter. Expert comments there from Peter, as always. Some fantastic insight into the Taupo Sports team.
Crowd starting to build on the bank.
Yeah, we've had looks like a full day here at Taupo Sports. There was an under-13 game on number 1. Waititi, very convincing win over Taupo Sports, something like 94-3. Under-21s, Taupo United under-21s are playing over the backfield. I didn't get the final score. Did you get it? So they were playing Greaton. Your son, Peter, Taupo Nui, yesterday played a game at 4 o'clock.
Yes, they did. Under-16s, they had a good one over John Paul College from Rotorua. It was a very willing game of rugby. It's good to see in schoolboy rugby.
Zane tipping the goal kicker here. Very reliable goal kicker normally. Just wide. Tough kick though. So that after 7 or nearly 8 minutes, 5-0 Taupo Sports over Piopio. Top of the table clash.
Taupo Sports just looking to get back into their rhythm probably after last week.
Yeah.
A scrappy win down in Tamarunui.
Yeah, just being
scrappy loss, sorry.
Yeah, just being to Gene, he just said they got just got blown off the park. The field was a tough gig, and he just said they weren't good enough. So back to the drawing board. So that was a good start by Taupo Sports. Nice take there by Fasaki. Just very confident, just good. It's what you need from your captain and one of your more experienced players, Fasaki. All 21 games for King Country plus numerous for Poverty Bay. So he's been around a while, Fasaki.
He certainly has been. It's been a great score for Taupo Sports.
So we've got Sam Stewart from Piopio throwing the ball in, King Country hooker. That looked horribly not straight, but the ref, he did have his arm out briefly, but yeah, there's no wind to speak of, so that's, without being critical, that's a horrible throw.
think you'd sort of go to your money man at 2 just to begin with. But no, they went to go down the back, and obviously it might be a little bit of a breeze up there, or just a bad throw maybe.
Yeah, nice expert comments here by Peter McCulloch. So other games floating around today. Taumaranu districts are playing Waititi, so that's top 5 clash. Districts have to win to guarantee them a place in the top 5. Eels playing Tongariro United, top 5 clash, have to win Eels. Waitomo QQ and Bush Taupo Mara, so some good rugby in this final round. That's a good kick. Who cleared that?
Rollinson.
Kieran Rollinson. So Keza, a bit of a club man. He's kind of played for a few clubs, had a dabble at league, went over to Aussie, played a bit of junior professional league, so he's been around the traps, Rollinson. He's found a home at Taupo Sports, so he seems to enjoy it here, so it's been with them for about 3 or 4 years. Stuart, let's see how this throw goes. That's better.
That's a better throw.
It's a much better throw, taken down nicely by Bradley Jeffries. No, that was taken down by Blackmore, sorry.
Caleb Foot again, he gets over the advantage line. Oh, lovely pass.
So we've got a chance out there. All this will be test the pace. 14 Watts is going to cross. Good cover by Watts. Where the Taupo.
It's got to held. Had to be held on. There were 3 Piopio defenders grappling for the ball.
What's happening here? I've kind of lost a little bit what happened here. So held on. Yellow card. Is that what you're saying, Peter? Should have been a yellow card.
No, I don't think it should have been a yellow card. It was just a definite penalty. 3 Piopio players there. Taupo Sportsman on the ground by himself. Piopio all over it. But he just didn't let go of the ball. And to be fair, it's probably what he had to do.
Yes, yet again, all the play seems to be in that furthest corner for the fading McCulloch eyes. If Lockie would zoom in a little bit, we could actually see. Oh, I'm just getting yelled at by Lockie, the expert cameraman, telling me to look at the screen.
I'm going to pick this. This will go to Bradley Jeffries at 4, and they'll drive on him.
Okay, I'll be looking at the screen. You look live, Peter. Bradley Jeffries, slightly balding, number 4, headgear, or headband.
I got the first part right.
Yeah, didn't take it cleanly. So Taupo Sports, Taupo Sports have kind of stopped that attack. Although Piopio back in ascendancy now, aren't they?
Should be try time. Held up.
Well, I guess looking at that, there's plenty of. Well, I'm looking at the replay. Sorry, so I'm saying looking at that, but yeah, plenty of Taupo Sport players here. Very quick decision by Chris Cowie.
What is your take on the dropout for held up rolling more? Does it offer the attacking side a fair decision? Suddenly we've gone down 50 metres.
Yeah, good call, Peter. Good. Yeah, haven't thought too much about it, but excellent discussion point right into King Country Rugby Union. Your thoughts on the kickoff? Attention, Kurt McQuilkin, please. See, I would have sworn Rollinson wasn't onside driving through there, but
Robinson, I think, was it?
Yeah. Just top of the table clash hasn't quite warmed yet, has it? It's just very.
What do they do here? Do they take the 3, or do they put into the corner and go again?
Well, it's winner take all. Technically, you should be taking the 3, in my opinion. I think Storm McCarthy will be the kicker. He's a very good kicker. But no, what do I know? They're going for the corner.
I think that rolling more.
Sorry.
Will you make a better door than a window there,
Sorry,
Andrew?
I had to stand up. I can't see over all the stuff we've got here.
Well, we got about 15 metres out. Didn't quite probably get closer to where he wanted to. Probably want to be closer to the 5 metre mark.
Sam Stewart again throwing the ball in, number 2, hooker for Piopio. Again, just a little bit light on the throw. That's 2 or 3 poor throws by Stewart. What was that penalty for, Peter?
I think it was for jumping across and probably grappling with the man in the air, but I actually thought he hit the ball. But
yeah, no, expert comments here by Peter. Correct again with his decision. Yeah, they're certainly not interested in points, are they? As in 3.
No.
You know?
No. Well, they're interested in points. They want 7, I guess.
Yeah. Who's just coming? There's a guy coming to... Oh, he's going to get the ball. That's Sam Stewart again.
I know Leach looked like he was, but I don't think he could bend over to grab.
There's a resplendent white socks and shoes, aren't they? Looks very smart. Here's just walking in the crowd, father of Cam, Willie Robinson, another Taupo local legend. So that's again Piopio. They've got the drive, pushing
pretty good
forward.
drive.
Looks like Hussein held up again. That looked more clear cut that was a try. I'm not sure who got underneath there and did that. Rollinson looks like he's got underneath. Who did he get underneath here, Peter? I can't see a number, but it looks like Rollinson's got underneath one of the fatties.
Well done to get under that.
So it's another kick-off.
Wondering if the ref is getting a little tired of too much chatter at him.
Yeah, haven't quite got it might be Caleb Foote might be the Piopio captain.
He is.
He is the captain?
Yep.
So Caleb just questioning the ref there about, or maybe the ref questioning him, saying too much talk. Cam Robinson with the kick out, another 50 on the fly.
That's a very good kick. And Piopio come.
Attack that one, Cam Robinson, yes, taken on the full, burst through 3 tackles, 4, 5. Finally taken down after about 6 tackles broken by Cam Robinson. A good 20-metre run, tipping just a bit late getting there, but he's finally got the ball free to Fasaki. He's a powerful runner, as we've said before, proving that very nicely.
Here comes Fasaki.
Oh, that's Fasaki. Who was that who had the ball? That's him again. So that's Molly Mothi. Molly Mothi with the run. He looked exactly like Fasaki. So that's a fantastic run there. So 13. Yeah. Nick Barnes
wants the ball.
Yeah. So he finally got it right. Peter didn't quite get the names right, but Molly Mothi, number 13, with a great run and passed into Fasaki. The 2PGM boys going very well. Now, Peter, Piopio, are they going to Piopio it or take the 3?
Well, they're going to take the 3
the
by
3.
the looks.
Yep.
I'll just keep building and building. Very lucky to get away with that foray from Piopio down in the 22 for the last 5 or 10 minutes.
Good run by Robinson, beats 6 tackles. Molly Mothi beats 5 or 6, and bang, 3. Well, hopefully 3 points. The horse rider Zane Tipping, very bandy-legged, isn't he, old Zano? But
Cam Robinson takes those little steps, and he's very, very quick. Runs very much like his father used to.
Did he used to run? And that's a great penalty there by Zane Tipping. So we're 17 minutes gone. Taupo Sports 8, Piopio 0. And they haven't really had that many forays into the half, have they, Taupo Sports?
No, they haven't, no.
They've certainly, when they're down there,
taking their opportunities. Yeah, you're right. I think they've really only been in the 22 once, and they scored from that.
Yeah, no ball boys. It's a bit static, isn't it, without the ball boys?
Here goes Gene Waller. He's a long way to bend down, Gene.
He hasn't put on a lot of weight, though. A lot of players, when they stop playing, get little fatties, but he still looks like he did when he played. Tall, skinny, lanky thing.
He's been stripping this year, and I mean with the Taupo Sports team when they've been short. So
has he?
Yeah. Him and Josh Dias have been
so
helping out in the reserves.
That's another clearing kick there. I assume it was Rollinson. I was too busy getting excited hearing about Gene Waller stripping. So Taupo Sports on attack, 10 metres in. Piopio, Sam Stewart with the throw. Let's see, it's been a bit disappointing, some of his throwing. Let's see, he's just been a bit light, hasn't he, on just a bit short on the throw. That's better. That's a good throw. McCarthy pushing it out wide. That's Caleb Foote. That's a good break, but a poor pass. But a fly kick there. Robinson will clean that up. Oh. Late hit. What's the call? No call from the referee. It was only a love tap. It was hardly anything. So Caleb Foote had another charge. Nice. So Foote last year won the standouts with the King Country team, made the Heartland team. Had a great season and looked some pretty good touch.
Has he bulked up a bit by the look of him? He looks a bit bulkier this year.
Yeah, Zane tipping. That's won't. Unless it gets that's a very good kick by Tipping. Javier just will clear it out, and that's a good. So I missed that. Was that a push off the ball? Russell Sealer being penalised. Number 3, maybe a push off the ball.
Or was it offside, not retreating? That silly rule that they have now where if you don't stand still or don't retreat, you're...
Expert comments here by Peter McCulloch, as always.
That's Steve Payne running the...
Yeah, great. I thought Stevie had retired, but he's ARing. He'd done the Colts game down on field too, Stevie, so he's...
Referees don't retire, they just keep getting called back in King Country, don't they?
Stevie, great to have him still involved. Oh, another unlucky miss there by that's Josh Mann going across, disrupting that Piopio ball.
Well, Caleb Foot certainly does a lot of the hit-up work, doesn't he?
He is a big boy. Actually, there's a few big units in that Piopio team, isn't there? They were always renowned as a kind of a team of kind of 6-foot farmer boys, but yeah, they've certainly picked up some height and obviously doing well. Second on the ladder.
Jeffrey seems to give them some height and some weight, didn't he?
Yep. So we've got Langland's putting the ball in for Piopio, number 9, unnumbered. Stormy McCarthy out to Hazelden. Finally out wide to Jack Williams. He's having a crack at on the outside there. No go. Good defence out on that far win by Duwai. His foot, as you said again, is that foot hitting it up again?
Another hit.
It looks like a penalty advantage to Piopio.
Oh, nice hands.
So
they changed their attitude now with it right in front on the 22-metre line. They take the 3.
8-0, 21 minutes gone. You kind of
calling a scrum.
He did call a scrum, didn't he? Yeah, very unusual call, Peter. They're certainly here to score points, aren't they?
They certainly are.
So this Piopio
They've probably been slightly more dominant than Taupo Sports in terms of territory and position, but Taupo Sports have taken their opportunities, whereas Piopio have probably knocked away 14 points, to be fair.
Which expert comments, Peter? Which way will Foot go off the back of the scrum? I'll go Foot blind.
Wow.
Yeah, but yeah, just all a little bit slow. Robinson there just...
Gosh, he always goes past the first or second man, doesn't he, Robinson?
Manages to duck under a couple of tackles there, or get clobbered in a couple of tackles.
Another penalty.
15. Wow, very quick take there.
Cameron Hazeldine, I think, was it?
Number 12, yes, Hazeldine with a quick try there. So they got a kind of a second quick penalty in a row, quick tap. I think Sports were probably expecting another scrum out to the second 5, and Hazeldine scores the try, closes us right up. Should be 8-7 kick to come. 22 and a half minutes gone in this first half. Good to see some reward from Piopio. They have been on that attack for most of the half.
I do think Piopio deserved that 7 points. You can see how Taupo Sports come back. Absolutely no win to speak of, so you couldn't even say.
Ugly kick by Storm McCarthy, but it goes over. So as we said, 8-7, 23 minutes gone.
Yeah, miserable day here today. The sun's waiting to come out, but just doesn't seem to want to cut through those clouds. A little bit cool out here, but good day for some running rugby, I think.
Peter, big game tonight. Chiefs, who are they playing?
Chiefs are playing the Brumbies.
Yeah, what time is that? 7:30?
It's 9:30.
Oh, is that 9:30?
Over in Canberra.
So
it's a hurricane. That Blues Hurricanes at
that's,
Eden Park.
That's at 7. And a big, I hate to talk the other code, but big league game in Napier as well. Warriors versus Broncos. So
sell out of 25,000 apparently.
Yeah, I think they said a lot of Taupo boys going over to watch that game.
Yes, if you didn't do your census, you could have got a free ticket for it as well, Andrew. 'Cause we know you don't like paying for those tickets.
Oh, Bradley Jeffries dropping the ball but picking it up again and just taking a couple of metres. 8-7, 24 minutes gone here at Owen Delany Park. It's Vasaki, very nonchalant, wasn't it?
Very, very good on his feet, isn't he?
He's yeah, I don't know what age he'd be, but he'd be definitely kind of getting that early mid-30s, and he's a physical specimen.
Might be he's probably late 30s.
Yeah, physical specimen. Rollinson, not such a physical specimen, just kicking that ball out. So Taupo Sports on attack here on the 22. Haven't really seen too much of their line out. Their lops Talavaya man, so they do this very slow walking. It's obviously a Gene Wallace special.
I do wonder if the fact that they've had so many injuries, just the combinations is just waiting to get there. But yeah, that is quite a long wait, isn't it?
Oh, poor old Nick's got to go and get the ball again. So Nick will be puffing, his heart rate will be up, going to get that ball. So we'll see what happens here. But yeah, they kind of start walking in now. It's
any kids want to be ball boys, get in contact with King Country Rugby.
Yeah, Peter, you used to be a fantastic ball boy at Waipawa United. You got your little can or bottle of Coke and bag of chips, didn't you?
It was actually raspberry lemonade, Andrew.
Yeah. Great old days back in Central Hawke's Bay, Peter.
Too right.
So, sorry, I was too busy reminiscing there. What happened there? Did Taupo Sports knock it on in the line out? Yeah, so like we said, both line outs not really operating at full capacity. Just looking at the 5 for Taupo Sports man, he's not a huge man, is he?
Excuse the pun, Andrew.
So, it can't be not wrong. Tipping's feeding the ball for Taupo Sports. So Tipping putting the ball in. He's been very quiet, actually.
Yesterday.
Rollinson out wide. Robinson, great mates there. Rollinson and you see Jesse Douglas.
He just can't go off his feet like that.
Barnes, bullocking run there by Barnes, just making a few yards. Tipping, he's just happy to deliver it out. Rollinson just having a little sniff. He always likes to have a little dab if he gets a chance.
Nice ball from Simeone.
Tipping, he's got that lovely spiral pass, hasn't he? It's a real bullet.
Here they go, the backs now.
Oh,
lovely over the head.
Oh, some real razzle-dazzle there by Douglas and Robinson, which came to nothing. But we're still, Taupo Sports still have the ball in hand. Rollinson just feeding the ball. Like we said, he's carrying a bit of a leg injury, so he's just a link man today by the looks of it. And
Taupo Sports just seem a little disjointed, I think, in those pods that they've got going.
Who do we think got over the ball there?
Caleb Foot was involved there, was he?
Just looking at the Piopio jersey there, J Mac Ag Works from the jersey sponsor for Piopio. Good on them, sponsoring their local team. Stevie Payne's had a good summer, hasn't he? So, little motor on him.
No comment.
I wonder if those shorts might be a bit big for old Stevie as well. Great servant of King Country referees. So Sam Stewart right in front of us, Peter. Going to Jeffries. No.
Nice ball off the top.
Yep, went to Blackmore. And that's Stormy McCarthy, just a high ball there. Robinson confidently coming forward, but took his eye at the last minute. Foot takes the ball, goes out wide. I can't see 15.
He had to give that, didn't he, to the winger?
There's still a chance. I do find it disturbing how slow the Taupo Sports boards are getting back. Now, Vasaki looked like he was well offside there.
I take it the hours are mic'd up today, are they?
No, it doesn't look like it. He hasn't got Stevie. So just coming wide here, we've got one of the big boys. Oh, big tackle there. Simeona, was that Simeona underneath, taking the tackle for?
Yes, it was.
For Sports, yeah, well done,
Douglas over the
Simeona.
top.
Yep. Simeona made all the difference here. Good driving tackle, very legal. Didn't force downwards. Oh, and a bit of talk, maybe. What you'd said earlier, Peter. Maybe the ref had a word about the back chat.
Bit of byplay there by tipping and foot.
Yeah, they will have been teammates last year in King Country colours.
It's a good nudge. 10 metres from the 22.
Half an hour gone. Taupo Sports 8, Piopio 7. Top of the table clash here at Owen Delany Park. Brought to you by Andrew and Peter McCulloch, the magical McCulloch brothers, as we call them. No one's called us that. No one will ever call us that, will they?
No.
All right, we've got...
you do think Piopio have been reasonably dominant in this 30 minutes. Are behind on the scoreboard, though.
Oh, that's Douglas with a good straight hard run, but good defence there by the midfield pairing of Hazelwood and Hurley. Another great Piopio named Hurley. I wonder if he's related to Peter. Rollinson just spots a little gap there, puts in a little kick. He gets just a good covering there. That was the halfback, Langlands.
Just an accidental slap in the face there from
halfback. Plenty to say. Look at him having a little crack. Good on him. So McCarthy just taking the penalty, just on their 10-metre line. Be Sam Stewart to throw the ball in again. Sam Stewart, 7 games for King Country. Bihana Estel was number 3 as propping partner, 6 games. So good number of games there for the KC, those 2 front rowers.
You've got to wonder a little bit about the mobility of the Taupo Sports forward pack. Do you seem to be a little slow in getting to phases?
Ooh, that didn't look that straight either, but that's well taken down by Bradley Jeffries. Caleb Foot hidden up yet again. Haven't talked much about brother Lachlan, it's number 7. Speaking of the devil, yep, there he is. Hitting the ball up as well. Oh. And that's from the side, number 3 from...
Piopio seem very reliant on Caleb Foot to give them go forward, don't they?
Yeah, yep. I saw that a bit different. I saw 3 from Astle come in right from the side. That Barnes always in the heart of it, isn't it? In the heat of it. Been out last year, broke his hand. Had a broken hand, so kind of been a bit starved of rugby for a year or so. Nick Barnes, very passionate man, isn't he?
Very passionate man. It's been a good story for Taupo Sports for the last 4 or 5 years now. Still a young man, started early.
Zane tipping, plenty to say. Little halfback for Taupo Sports, always plenty to say. Sitting on 64 games for King Country. Not straight again. There's no reason to not be throwing the ball in. There's barely a breath of wind. There's certainly not the wind favouring anyone. The hookers just need to be better thrower in this.
That's such a word.
Don't know if there's much love lost between these 2 teams.
No, it doesn't look it.
No, there's certainly plenty of verbal out there between the 2 teams. A lot of these guys will have played King Country together, so they will know each other reasonably well, and they've been bitter rivals over the last 3 or 4 years, kind of the top 2 teams.
Ooh.
Big scrum there by Piopio.
Piopio got a very dominant scrum at the moment, haven't they? It'll be a long day at the office for Taupo Sports forward pack.
The forwards come in, or the backs come running in, pat the big fatties on the back. Well done, penalty there.
Not too many big fatties in that Piopio team, is there?
Stormy McCarthy, just a nice kick there. halfway between the 22 and the goal line, Sam Stewart. Let's see how this throw goes.
All right, I'll pick it for you. We'll go to Bradley Jeffries at number 2. I'll drive off him.
You heard it first. Expert comments, Peter McCulloch. Let's see how well he knows his rugby. He knows it well. It's Bradley Jeffries taking that ball down. It's all set up. We've had this a few times, haven't we? And Sports have managed to hold them up quite comfortably.
On the ground.
That Caleb Foot again, just driving it forward. Oh, that's Caleb Foot there, taking it forward. Oh, the defence around the ruck's been pretty good by Taupo Sports. There hasn't been too much yardage made there. So just
slowly, Piopio starting to get on a roll though. Piopio don't want to use their backs. They can see. I think they can take Taupo Sports on in the forwards.
Finally they go wide. Stormy McCarthy just... Oh, he held on to it. Fantastic work. Was that looked like it was Hurley. Had a look at the player approaching and then managed to hold on to it. Oh, bit of a pointless kick there.
Yeah, I thought so. I think Malamusi's in trouble here. I think he kicked out as the player passed him.
So he's running past...
as in a tripping motion, but it almost kicked out at him, I think.
Yellow card. Have we got it? Have we got the right person, Peter? Malamusi? Oh, well, 5 minutes to go to half time. Malamusi, number 13, has been yellow carded for a strike. Is that what you call it?
I think it was
attempted strike.
Attempted strike with his boot.
So he's got 10 minutes down there. So this will be a tough gig for Taupo Sports to defend this 8-7. We've got 4 minutes-ish to go to half time. Centre for Taupo Sports in the bin.
Will Piopio have the courage to attack Taupo Sports in the backs? Will they trust their forwards just to grunt it up?
Yeah, I'm going to go the old faithful. Foot off the back to the right. Would have been the go-to. Oh no,
very impressive scrum.
Oh, they've let it go out to the back line. McCarthy out to Hazelden, Hurley. Oh. Stevie Payne said Jeff Davis just put a foot in touch.
I think he did.
Or
was it a stationary pedestrian, didn't it?
Yeah,
Piopio backs.
Yeah, it's certainly Piopio forwards seem to be dominant, don't they? And Taupo Sports seem to have a better back line.
Yep.
So it'll be a second half of playing to your strengths, I guess. But Sports have had very little ball most of this half. Nick Barnes, same slow walk in. I think it'll go at the front near the man, though. We're going to
Saki, and he puts his hand up the co-captain, takes the ball in.
Nice clearance here by Tipping, not out, but it was just a box kick, just putting some pressure on them. Jeff Davis didn't look like remotely like catching it, but took it over his shoulder. Great run and puts Piopio back on attack again.
Numbers out wide.
It's Javier. Oh, seven. What have we got there? Oh! Was that an open line?
I think it was an open line.
Jack Williams, Simeone kind of took someone out a little bit late as well. Everyone having a look, just made sure they weren't going to get skittled. And Williams, open line, drops the ball cold.
Is that the time when you want to have purple hair?
Oh, that's purple hair, boy.
Yep.
Oh, well, he wanted to stand out. That he has. Yeah. Some of these Ratasula just taking a while to get to the scrum, isn't he? He's got still got 40 minutes to go. 2 minutes to go for Taupo Sports to hold out. They lead 8-7, probably luckily ahead. Had two opportunities to score, took them both, and basically defended the whole game.
Yep, pretty much. Rounds probably, 150 people here? Bank's got a few people on it.
Yeah, very few in the grandstand. A little bit disappointing.
Yeah.
top of the table clash, big game, but at this stage I don't want to say too much. It hasn't lived up to much hype, has it? It hasn't been a fantastic game of rugby, a lot of errors.
Piopio look like they're here for the grind.
Just looking at Fasaki's pursuits, quite impressive, isn't it?
It is.
You wouldn't want to be showering next to him, would you?
Back to the rugby.
So who's that? That's Douglas taking it up. So they're going to...
Oh, he came through offside, did he?
Yep, just took a bit early. Clever play there by Tipping. Just heads up play, just get out of that half. Minute or so to go. Good clearing.
He's having a mare, poor old...
Was that purple there again?
Jack Williams. Oh, the bounce of a rugby ball can do nasty things.
So they've got one last opportunity to attack. Looks like there's about 20 seconds to go on our clock, the splash screen clock. Brilliant setup here, set up by Lockie. Very professional. We've got a screen in front of us, headphones, beautifully done live streaming here on the King Country Rugby.
How demoralising is that for Piopio?
Odd
on attack in the 22, and then penalty given away. Tipping taps and knocks it down. Suddenly Piopio defending 15 metres out from their own line.
Oh, but
and knocked on by Taupo.
Yeah. Peter, yeah. So that's the first time that I've seen they've gone full line out. Didn't work. So Piopio are going to have a late.
Oh,
he has shown fantastic ball skills there, Jeff Davis. That's the second time he's held on to that ball, and Piopio have had enough.
One out of here.
8-7, half-time here. Big clash, top of the table clash. Taupo Sports versus Piopio. 8-7. We'll see you in about 10 minutes. Let's hope the second half just gets a little bit better, a little bit messy that first half. I think there'll be some pretty strong words said by both coaches in Carmichael and Waller to their respective teams. We'll see you in about 10 minutes. Yep, we're just about to start live here. Just had a look. It looks like there was about 300 viewers at the moment on live stream. We've got someone, where'd you say, Lockie? Arizona? America? Los Angeles? Someone in Los Angeles? What? Alan Johnson, welcome to you watching all the way from LA. Brother-in-law from Christchurch, Brian Northern, is listening in, and Chairman of the Union, Ron Thomason, listening in from America as well. So great to have some of you out of King Country area listeners. Just some quick half-time scores. Waititi 7, Taumana District 0. Eels 14, Tongariro United 10. Haven't got a score. Waitomo QQ. Taupo Maris 19, Bush 15. So welcome back, Peter. We're here in the second half, 8-7. Bit of a struggle, bit of a tough watch that first half. We've said it lots of times. Piopio probably should be ahead. Trailing 8-7, they would have got a rack up by Coach Carl Carmichael.
Yeah, we look forward to a better second half, I guess. Although 8-7, it's a grind.
So Piopio kick-off started the second half. Simeona, Lucy there's been around a long time with Taupo Sports. We'll try and get you, if there's been any substitutions, nothing obvious. Jesse Douglas.
Good run.
Very athletic, partner owns a gym, so he's finally got a bit muscly for a change. It's nice to see. Oh, big bollocking run there again by Nick Barnes down the sideline there. Rollinson, just all he's been prepared to just shuffle. That's Vasaki, lost forward.
No, went back.
Don't necessarily agree with that call. Oh, we've got purple here on our side, Peter. Number 14 for Piopio. Lovely hairdo there by Jack Williams.
Oh, scrappy. For a dry ground and no wind, there seems to be a lot of handling errors today, doesn't there?
Yeah, that was a messy 1 minute 3 seconds of play there. So it all transpired that it's a Piopio put-in.
Scrum, yep. Knock on from Taupo Sports.
So, yep, some of those scores. So, Waititi over Districts, that's at half-time, that's scary for Districts. They've got to win to make sure they stay in the top 5. Eels need that win over Tongariro and hope that Districts lose. So, the two Taumaranui teams battling it out for that 5th spot, really. So, we've got Langland's feeding the ball in again. Foot gonna go. He's going to go blind. Halfback went right. Foot's gone blind, and he's made a great break. Good tackle there by Tipping, just to slide down the fullback. He had Jeffries there to pass to. Jeffries was open.
They've got to go right. They've got to get it to the right. Oh, is that not a yellow card offence?
I struggled to see what they were. The sports boys were yelling and screaming. Did they think they had hand on ball? There was a hell of a lot of yelling and screaming, and Zane Tipping trying to pick that point with Cowie, the referee, and Foot's coming in. Right on half time, they're going to, what should be a pretty simple penalty.
And take the 3 points.
And again, I do sit there thinking, if it's a penalty offence under the post and it's deliberate, why is that not a yellow card?
It looked like Josh Mann just flopped straight over the ruck and straight onto the ball. Piopio had basically a 3 or 4 on 1 overlap out to the right.
And we still have Taupo Sports Boy in the bin, don't we?
Yes.
Molly Mothy.
He's got 5 more minutes.
Yeah. Actually, I can't see where he...
See, where has he gone? You can't charge a penalty, fellas. Taupo Sports just forgetting the rules here, attempting to charge a penalty kick. But the ball went through anyway, so
it's all happening. Stormy McCarthy. So Piopio take the lead, 10-8, 3 minutes gone. So we've just got replacement hooker Nathan Bates coming on, replacing, I assume, Nick Barnes is...
No, Nick Barnes will go to prop.
He'll go to prop. So which props come off, Peter?
It is
Wanakori.
Wanakori's coming off.
So
he's done a good shift today.
So Nathan Bates on it hooker. Number 17 for Taupo Sports. Nicholas John's just getting ready to go on. Any relation to Curly?
No, I don't think so.
No.
You mean Stephen?
Great kick-off there. So, Royce Simpson, the former halfback, now turned blindside flanker because he got a bit fatter, has just been hit heavily there by Taupo Sports players. 16 looks full of energy, doesn't he?
That Caleb put kicking from first receiver now. Penalties are hurting Taupo Sports.
What was that penalty for? Nick Barnes obviously penalised by the looks of it, not agreeing with the referee. So yeah, we've got Johns has come on at prop. Doesn't look like any changes in that Piopio team that I can see. We will be guessing a little bit with the Piopio team with the reserves. They haven't given us numbers for the reserves, so apologies if we get any names wrong. Who's touchy this side, Peter?
Shane Hancock. Hanky. Ex-Taupo Sports player from years ago.
Hasn't quite run enough to get the jacket off, I see. So here we go, Stewart throwing the ball in. There's 4 in for Piopio. Nice take there by Blackmore. Spreading it wide. Sports, but that's easily diffused. Tipping out, ranging out wide.
There goes Nick Barnes.
Oh, he's showing some good pace down the wing. That's a good
tackle from Lachlan Foot.
Yeah, that is a very good defensive cover there by the number 7, Lachlan Foot for Piopio. Excellent work. Tipping in Caleb Foot, just horsing around. So 17 Johns hasn't come on yet. He's stripped, ready to go, but still not quite on. Looking at it, no changes, no reserves on for Piopio. They're playing through their thing. Oh, good take again by Blackmore. Seems to be go-to, and as you say, you've got Caleb Foot out wide, just in those open channels, Peter.
When we look at last week, we had 2 number 8s who were pretty dominant in the game. So, and again today, the 2 number 8s have been massively dominant in the forward packs.
Yep.
King Country well served in that number 8 position. You had an unmarked man on the right-hand side, and Jack Williams, but he went inside, and Bradley Jeffries dropped it cold.
That is a terrible drop. That is a bad drop, Bradley Jeffries. Was that Teddy Ua?
Yes,
who made the run?
He showed some good wheels.
Number 1, he showed some great pace there. Let's see how he pushes in the scrum after a 30-metre burst like that. That's dare I say, a bad drop by Jeffries. They've broken them open, and that was an easy 5-pointer. Bradley drops it cold.
Piopio Puddin. So what do we put that down to? Was it a touch by Taupo Sports? Maybe it was slightly intercepted.
Yeah.
Big scrum here for Taupo Sports. Actually, Bates has gone to prop. Nick Barnes is still at hooker.
Held it well. They've held well.
A scrum by Taupo Sports.
Foot's gone off the back. I assume that was Caleb Foot gone off the back. He's been a handful. He's been a handful all day for the Taupo Sports Lucies. Caleb Foot showing his class, scoring a good try there. Putting Piopio ahead 15-8. Nearly 8 minutes gone. Riding on the wall a little bit for Taupo Sports, Peter? Or a bit early to call it?
Early to be calling it, but Piopio, I think, see a real weakness in that Taupo Sports forward pack. They see a bit of a soft underbelly there, and I think they're really going to look to exploit it.
That wasn't a bad scrum by Sports,
no,
was
it?
Wasn't. Just got the slight turn which gave Caleb Foot just that opportunity to just an angle to have a crack at one-on-one. Peter Lee Radimer just running up the tunnel. Father of Cortez, one of the oldest senior club players floating around. I wouldn't want to put an age on Peter Lee, but he is old. Conversion there to Stormy Pooney McCarthy. That extends the lead 17-8. Piopio leading Taupo Sports in this top of the table clash. Winner takes the Ron Bryce trophy, so a lot to play for.
Jack Williams off. You can see that purple hair is splendid on the reserves bench.
Oh, he is too. Who's he been replaced by there, Pedro? It's a bit hard to... This is where we will be guessing. Sorry, listeners, we haven't got numbers.
Can't see a number, sorry.
If I get a chance, oh yeah, that's one of the Piopio boys running out of the tunnel.
So Isaac Buckman, we think.
I think number 22. We'll just confirm that for you if we get an opportunity. So Taupo Sports on attack. Barnes throwing the ball in. Back to this little drift in. Number 4.
Slow walk in. Looks like Wasaki's their line-out man pretty much for the day.
So that was it. Molomothi must be back in off the yellow card there.
Yes.
So they're back to pit. Wasaki got hit. Wasaki drops the ball cold and has been wiped out accidentally, and it's winded him, I think. Tipping, just back covering, casual, very confident player. Cam Robinson just clearing the ball there. Wasaki's still down. I just think he's a little bit winded. Quick throw in there by number 15, and it's Robinson is. What's the referee going to say?
He's going to call it. It's a try.
He has called it. I'm wondering, look, the Piopio blowing up at the touchy. I'm not convinced anyone's absolutely sure. They've given a try. Right. So Rollinson with so Piopio do a quick throw in. Rollinson was returning back to the field of play. Can't be absolutely sure on the law there whether he was totally onside or not. But Cowie has called it. The touchy, your mate Hancock, he's let it run. And Rollinson has scored under the post, really against the run of play. And this will take the score with the conversion up to 17-15. 10 minutes gone, second half.
Trying to do the math on whether or not I don't think he was offside. He couldn't have been. He doesn't have to retreat.
Expert comments here by Peter McCulloch. Not that expert, to be honest. So not absolutely sure on that, but the referee scored it. So all we know is that it's 17-15. Piopio over Taupo Sports. 11 minutes gone. Wasaki's a bit sore. He really got wiped out there, and he's not that happy with it, I don't think.
Well, that's a turnaround. The Taupo Sports needed that. You didn't see how Piopio come back. Will they go back to their structured?
Forwards and full. Jeffrey's well in front of the kick there. So we've got number 20 just warming up for Taupo Sports. That is Jackson Tovia Tuvala. Yeah. So number 20 for Sports coming on. Who will he be replacing, Pedro?
Sorry, we're just waiting to see who he's replacing.
Tuvala replacing, is that number 6? Tuvala, 4 games for King Country. Just coming on as reserve. Handy replacement to have on. Stewart with throw into the line out. On there,
viewers, we're just still trying to work out one of the locks, I believe.
Yeah,
I think that is the young man Hunter Palavai.
Yeah, not convinced we've got that number in right there. Oh, we've got another break there. There is some carnage out there. There's some big hits. So I'm not sure who hit that up on the far side, but
it was Wasaki, I think.
Was Wasaki? It was Wasaki. He's been in the wars, so he's clattered into one of the Piopio players, and there's 3 of them down at the moment. Dr. Nick Barnes.
Looks in pain. Oh no, maybe not the.
Dr. Nick Barnes, he's there just adjudicating and assisting if there's any medical emergency. Always plenty to say. But yeah, I can't see who Wasaki's clattered into there, but he's a bit winded himself, and I think Wasaki is a bit sore as well.
That Jesse Douglas's father, Bud Douglas on the far side behind the.
Oh yes, yeah, a real supporter of Taupo Sports. So I'm thinking this isn't Talavai for Taupo Sports. I think this is his young 17-year-old that Gene said was playing.
Oh.
So sorry, we're a bit lost. He's certainly young. We think this is a young chap coming off the bench or coming onto the bench. He's young 17-year-old. So there's number 11. So he got clattered, poor old Davis. He got clattered. He's a big boy. He'd take a bit of clattering, wouldn't he?
He certainly would.
So 17-15, Piopio over Taupo Sports. nearly 13 minutes gone. No scoreboard here today. Don't know what's been wrong with the Taupo boys.
I don't think I've ever been up in there. Hasn't been a scoreboard working, to be fair. So.
Yeah.
Box kick.
Confidently there.
Oh. Under his
And
own.
he's been turned
Over, right under his own post.
So this is a big attacking
That was
opportunity.
Watts.
Was it Watts who did the turnover? The tackle on the turnover?
What was their Taupo Sports? He got turned over.
Yeah.
Again, Caleb.
Piopio just feeding the ball back. Now coming out wide. That's Cade. Lachlan foot out wide. We just trying to work out. We still have no idea
Bradley
who 22
Jeffries,
is.
that was.
Just certainly the back.
Oh, good hit from
Malamothi.
Malamothi.
What was that for?
Oh, what a Piopio do here.
No, they're going to go corner. Yeah, they just Piopio just seem to lack that attacking flair in the back line, don't they?
Yeah, they do. Yep. Very, very strong forward pack, though.
Yep. Sam Stewart having to wander and get that ball. There seems to be hundreds of kids floating around. I'm sure we could have had some ball boys for these players. There seem to be lots of kids wandering around in playing gear. So Sam Stewart just taking his time, getting to the line out.
Bradley Jeffries taking it
The
too,
front.
and they'll
Yep.
drive on him.
Yeah, good call, Peter. Oh, quick off the top, Peter. Expert comments. Oh, Stormy McCarthy sees a little opening, beats one tackle. Sports and appealing. They've got hands on ball. So as Peter said, they'll just rumble this up, and I'm picking at some stage Caleb Foot will be floating around and he'll have a charge. Held up
Get over
just
that, that's
by,
held up.
that's
Good defence.
That's good defence on the line. They've
got to score if they open it up.
It's Lachlan Foot. He's held up as well. In fact, he's got to his knees. Yep. Right, excellent.
I think it's a big...
No, Roy Simpson, the big boy. Big Royster, former number 9, now number 6. Looks like it could even move up to number 3. But yeah, great driving try there, boy, Roy Simpson. 39-game veteran for King Country, one of my favourite KC boys over the years. Great try there by Roy, good driving try. Puts Piopio back up now, 22-15, 16 minutes gone. Messy, but they got there.
Messy, but deserved, I would say.
Yep.
I think Piopio look, at the moment, Piopio look the far more dominant team in this game.
Yeah,
Taupo Sports obviously having issues in their forward pack, I think.
You get the impression that Sports, if it can open up and they can get some flighty, an ability to get some loose play, they'd have a crack. But
yep.
if we stick to this disciplined play, they're not gonna compete. Just put wide there by Stormy McCarthy.
Wow. There's a controversy. I'm guessing the number 11 for Taupo Sports who attempted to charge that kick, Abu Dawai, was yelling or talking as he ran. Is the only thing I can think.
Yeah, because it looked like he left at the right time, didn't he? Yeah. Expert comments here by Peter McCulloch.
So Stormy McCarthy gets another crack.
Haven't we seen this? Didn't Aaron Cruden have this in a
Irish game?
Irish game, yes. Can McCarthy do a Cruden?
Well,
they're not allowed to charge the Taupo Sports boys, so that's part of it. They cannot charge this kick.
Second kick?
Yep.
How do you know
that? Knowledge of the law, Peter. It's just a game, yeah. So McCarthy's already had one crack, pushed it to the right-hand side of the post. Just arch those shoulders just that little bit more to the left, and he'll get it through there. Oh.
He's got it.
Exactly how I said he should do it. So conversion there to Stormy McCarthy. 24-15. Piopio lead Taupo Sports. 23 minutes to go in this top of the table clash. So the nine points.
Buffer.
9-point buffer. Certainly, like I said, I just think free and wide. Taupo Sports.
Taupo Sports just got to roll their sleeves up in the forward pack.
Yep,
Get some ball and let the likes of Jesse Douglas and Rollison and Cam Robinson.
We haven't even talked about Robinson. He's had one run. That's pretty much all he's touched the ball the whole game. So, but again, Jeffries takes that ball down. Let's just say, just
typical hard farmer types, aren't they?
Yeah.
They'll just keep grunting up. Here's Cam Robinson. He's got a bit of space.
Yeah, but this is what disappoints me with sports. Their forwards are just taking an age to get back. Because that Fasaki, he's still full of running, but he hasn't just had much ball. So this is better. Get it wide. Give it a go. That's Josh Mann, where he shouldn't be in that back line, but just give these backs a bit of freedom and a bit of room. That's
Fasaki again.
Bates just getting the pass.
Came from an offside position there, Simpson. You can't. Oh, sorry, Langlands.
Tipping on there, so that's Robinson out wide. He's got some space.
Nice work. What a pass from Cam Robinson.
Oh, that's a fantastic try. So that's Mothi scoring the try. So Robinson made the break. Did an overhead pass, we think, to Duwai, who then passed it back to Robinson and then did another overhead pass to Mothi. So fantastic try, exactly what we talked about. Peter, bit of freedom, throw that ball round, and sports have got a big chance here. 24-20, nearly halfway through the second half.
Cam Robinson's got to get himself up in the back line. He's a beautiful runner, Cam Robinson. He's deceptively quick.
Well, we've called his name twice, and both times he's made big yardage and created try scoring. So, like you say, you've got Rollinson, you've got Douglas, you've got Mullamothi, you've got conversion there by Tipping. Takes it up to 24-22. This game is tightened right back up. So maybe, just maybe, they are listening to the McCullochs and their healthy knowledge of rugby, this Taupo Sports coaching team. Number 17 getting ready to come on. Nicholas Johns finally getting his chance to come back on. He's been warming up and getting ready for a while. So 24-22, halfway through the second half. Looking all right though, sports.
Yeah, I think so long as they can get a bit of parity with the ball, just some ball. Well,
that'll
help them.
Kick didn't make it 10 metres, so I'm not sure. I think it was Nathama. Or Nathama. Nathama had a crack at it and just dropped it cold, so ball back to Piopio. Last thing Taupo Sports wanted was to be defending more of this, but then Stormy McCarthy kicks a poor kick away. We've gone back to the knock-on from Nathama.
So the ball didn't go 10 metres. Nathama played it, knocked it on. Does that not go back to a scrum Taupo Sports on halfway?
Expert comments here from Peter McCulloch, confusing every listener. But yeah, no, good question. So yeah, that's back to the knock-on by Nathama when the kick didn't go 10 metres. So lucky we're not referees on picking, Peter.
So the key is if you play a ball and you knock it on within the 10 metres of a kickoff, the key is you shouldn't play the ball. You should just go back for the scrum for 10 metre.
Excellent comment here by Peter. So half-back there, putting the ball in view. Good scrum there by, bit of a stutter, sorry. Good scrum there by Piopio pushing, by Sports pushing Piopio back. Good break up the middle there, didn't quite get the number. But probably Hurley making that break. Caleb Foot just...
We've got numbers here. Good defence by Jesse Douglas.
Nice work, Jesse Douglas. Good tackle, good driving tackle.
And Caleb Foot.
Man and one other there attacking. I was saying that kicking.
Too far.
Yes, too far. I was saying Piopio kicking away the ball, and that's an easy 50-metre gain, isn't it, for Taupo Sports? So no
Scrum
hurry.
here.
Number 17, Nicholas Johns, has been waiting for a while to get back on.
Let's see how this Taupo Sports scrum goes. Seems to have solidified up a bit with
Bates
coming on.
Yeah. No balls. So chasing for a ball. So points-wise, Waititi, Tongariro United, Piopio and Taupo Sports are safe in that top 5. It's just Districts or Eels. One of those two will miss out, depending on results. So if either team win and the other one loses, they will be out. So big battles there for the Taumaranui teams. Penalty there, offside, Peter?
Too quick. Number 9 went too quick.
Yeah, so that was Langlands just hurrying round there.
Right, so Taupo Sports need to put it down around the 22 and maybe ball off the top and let the backs show some magic.
Nice strike there by Rollinson. That little, what do we think of the little highlights in Rollinson's here? Little blonde highlights. Not a great fan. Not really a mechanic look, is it? Kieran working here, local mechanic working here for Sanyong. Been around the Taupo area a long time. So here we go. We're waiting for the
slow walk.
Waiting for the ball. The bloody ball. Excuse my French. Just waiting for the ball to get here. Some of the kids have been playing with the match ball, so Hanari Leach, the assistant coach with Taupo Sports, glaring at these young lads. How dare they hold up his team. So Nick Barnes still throwing the ball in.
Ball off the top, crash in centre field, and then open it up.
Vasaki again. He gets it there, tipping, just manages to get it whole. Rollinson goes wide to Douglas, hitting it up hard. And again, it's but they've been pushed over it. Yeah, Piopio blown it through and got the scrum. So they had a good attacking chance here, didn't they, Taupo Sports? Douglas hit it up well. Ford's just a bit slow to get there.
It's pretty much been the whole day that way, hasn't it? Taupo Sports Ford's just been a little bit slow to get to that breakdown. And they've been dominated a bit by Piopio forward pack today.
15 minutes to go in the second half. Top of the table clash, 24-22. Piopio, the visitors, leading Taupo Sports. Lockie, our cameraman, just been distracted by a lovely lady, just, and he's very distracted it appears. So if the camera goes out of focus, blame Lockie.
15 minutes of play time, going to be a very big 15 minutes here. She's going to be a tight finish, I would suggest.
Neither team used a hell of a lot of subs, have they? Which kind of indicates they're down to bone. Oh, was that foot trying to take off back? Oh!
Surely the man was on his feet referring.
Yeah, hard call. Was that Simeona? Simeona looked like he had caught foot cold. Yeah. So somebody's had some words that did look a bit harsh on Simeona there. Looked like he got foot well. Looked like he was on his feet, but penalty to Piopio and Caleb
foot stayed down.
Yeah. Possibly
they wouldn't
shoulder.
Want to lose him, he would be.
Yeah, looks like we could zoom in on that. Lockie, looks like it's a bit of a shoulder for Caleb Foot. There'll be some nervousness around that. He's a critical cog for Piopio and King Country. Cowie just standing over him. Get up, boy. You'll be right. Jersey looks a bit like Stephen Donald's jersey, doesn't it? Just a little bit tight, a little bit of man body poking out over the shorts. I think we've both got a bit of that, Peter.
It's probably a fair call.
Stormy McCarthy, Poonie McCarthy. Peter and I consider it a lucky penalty. So Piopio on attack, midway 10 metre and 22.
Steve Payne looks like he's blown a little bit over there on the AR.
Who's that?
Steve Payne.
Well, he's happy though. Look at him, very cheery. Little R. You can see by the flag, not a just a tiny hint of wind. Lovely, bit chilly, but a lovely day here in Taupo. Ball attacked there by Sport. Looked like 5. Looked like man had maybe got hands on the ball. Yeah, knock on in the air. Was that just trying to get another? That's Nathama. He's a big tall boy, isn't he?
He is.
It's a 6 for Taupo Sports. He towers over the locks. Tapini, he won't be short of anything to say.
Piopio appear to just gone off the boil in their forward pack a little bit at the moment. Got a bit messy from them.
Yeah, I'd like to see. I'd like to see Robinson as he's in that second 5, but I'd like to see him up in the line and have a real crack. And I like the look at Molly Mothi. He's a damaging runner, the centre, and he should be a bit bloody fitter. He had 10 minutes.
He's moved maybe out to the wing, and maybe Cam Robinson has come into second 5 with
Douglas at centre.
Delany.
Yeah, you wonder if that's just getting hand on ball. That's a poor pass by Rollinson, but it's created an opening. Molly Mothi, he's just tapped down. That's been knocked on. That's all right. Molly Mothi is strong. So it's tipping again out to Rollinson. Not much on for Rollinson. He just gets rid of that defender, drifted up in front of Douglas. Simeone, he'll say back. Yeah, I thought he was going to call that back. Simeone out in the back line, number 7, dropping the ball cold. And dropping it cold again, but flipped on. Number 20 passed it up. Tipping now we've got a chance. There's actually a bit of an opening here. We can get through number 11. He's got the opening. He's got the pass. Yes, he is. Just been interrupted.
Got it.
Chopped it up, and that's a great try to Jesse Douglas.
Wow. How the worm turns.
Well, that was Duwai. It looked like he had a clean pair of heels. Just got tipped up. It wasn't tackled, so he was able to just offload, and Jesse Douglas in support, scoring close enough to the post, so that has put Taupo Sports ahead 27-24, 10 to play.
A couple of lucky tip-on passes there. One missed pass that bounced up beautifully for Molly Mothi, and he made ground into Piopio's half. And then another tip pass from the forwards, and they've created room, and he played to them.
And it was Duwai who had the clean break, wasn't it? Yep. 11. Yep. Tipping just a comfortable conversion here. Should be successful. Very good kick there by Tipping. That takes us now 29-24. Taupo Sports leaving Piopio.
10 minutes to go. Set up for a really good last 10 minutes.
Yeah, that was a great try there by Douglas. Good following up, wasn't it?
It was a lovely run by Duwai, the winger too. He worked his angles well and just held on, took the tackle.
Yeah, I
was
thought
able to pop it up when he had the chance.
I thought he would have shown a clean pair of heels. I think it was Foot. I think it was your mate Foot. Just clipped him. Caleb Foot just got a tip in there. Ethan Christensen, I see down in the touchline there. Another Taupo Sports veteran carrying an injury, broken hand or hand injury, so he's out for the season. So Piopio, Storm McCarthy kicking off. Offside in front of the kicker again. Yep. I haven't seen them not be in front of the kicker on their kickoffs here. Rollinson. Rollinson, very casual. Looked like he'd just avoided that first. It looked like Bradley Jeffries looked like he'd avoided him. And Jeffries just got a touch on him and he dropped the ball.
Cold.
Don't need that.
20 metres out, scrum. What do Piopio do here?
So as we say...
I'll tell you what they'll do.
Oh, Peter, expert comments from Peter McCulloch. What are they going to do, Peter?
Caleb Foot will go off the back, set up a ruck.
You've said that every scrum.
It's pretty much happened every scrum, to be fair.
Let's see. Caleb Foot is certainly their linchpin, isn't he? He's their main ball player off the back there. Lachlan Foot, his brother, at 7.
Our other back set up for a move.
You've got Simeone at 8.
Oh, he's 2.
A little grubber kick through his... the Taupo Sports player. Oh! Holy moly, I really can't describe that.
No, it's hard to describe that one. It looked like they had about 3 or 4 chances to drop on the ball, but the bounce of a rugby ball just kept changing it. Taupo Sports had to clear that. They had to either drop on it or...
And then Molly Mothi just run out in the deep ball, hence the 5 metre scrum. Yeah, sorry, we didn't describe that very well, but certainly lots of opportunities there for Piopio. Taupo Sports had about 3 cracks at clearing it, or could have dropped on it.
Kicking it.
Yeah, so bottom line is Langland, feeds the scrum for Piopio. Right on the try. This'll suit Foot. Doesn't look like Foot's going to go. Yes, he is. He's gone. Oh, he could get there. That was a good tackle, though. That was a good tackle. No point yelling at the referee there, young fella.
Molly Mothi put a big hit on him too, but he twisted out of it and got there.
It was a great hit by Molly Mothi, but a good try there by Caleb. Put his second one today. That ties it right up 29 all. Peter, expert comments. Puni McCarthy kicking on the 15 metre. Will he get it? He was a bit dubious last time, wasn't he?
What did you say? Drop his shoulder? Or?
Drop his shoulder. He wobbled the last one through just inside the left-hand post. Taupo Sports guys, we think, charged and yelled. Let's see if Duwise learned his lesson this time. So this is an important kick. It's tied up 29 all, 6 minutes to go. Stormy McCarthy lining it up. Not on his favoured side. Looking very confident though. Here he comes. He's kicked it beautifully. Yep, that is a beautiful kick by McCarthy. Very confident, much more confident kick than the previous one. Puts Piopio at 31-29. Remember, winner of this game will be the Ron Bryars Trophy winner, first round winner, King Country Comp, Waitomo Kiwis, Fueling Kiwis. First round winner.
How well has Caleb Foot played today?
Yeah, you've liked him, haven't you,
Peter? He seems to have taken everything on his shoulders all game.
He'll be a bit sore after a hit by Molly Mothi. That was a good tackle. I thought he'd done enough to turn him. And there it's. All right, so we've got about 5 minutes to play. Piopio ahead by 2 points. Penalty here. Tipping's a pretty good kicker, so a penalty here.
Any within the 40 metre, I'd say Zane will
have a crack. And there's your boy Peter. Foot just taking it up again. Nice take.
Good hands.
So here's Pasaki one-on-one. He's a devastating player. There's not much support though. They're slowly getting back the Taupo Sports boards. It's got there just in time. Oh, nice wide pass. What is that, Robinson? That's Robinson again, making plenty of yardage. That looks like Douglas. Plenty of players out here. Oh, it's Kieran Rollinson having probably his first foray, his first run. That slightly damaged leg. They're looking good, Taupo Sports. Just hold on to that ball. Spasaki just picks up that loose ball that had come loose.
Blower's got there.
Tipping again.
Taupo Sports look dangerous when Cameron's got the ball in hand. They hold him up though.
Oh, here's your point, Peter. You called it. Tipping can kick him from 40. This is 40. And again, 40 becomes 30 or 27. So Tipping confidently steps up.
The ref is just not taking any talk from any player today. Good to see.
Yet they have continued. I'd say that'd be about the fourth step up, Fourth 10 metres. This is an important kick. This is critical. 31-29, Piopio leading Taupo Sports. Tipping.
Zane Tipping won't miss this.
Oh, you heard it first from Peter McCulloch, very much a Tipping fan. Not his side though, not his typical kicking side.
It's straight in front of the posts.
Oh, is it? It looked a little bit more to the right. Let's see, Tipping. Hunched over, like the hunchback in Notre Dame. He'll be stepping forward very soon. confidently approaching it. And yes, the flags go up. What a game we have here. Second half's come to life, hasn't it?
Come to life.
32-31, Taupo Sports over Piopio. About 2 minutes to go. Tipping with a great haul. That's 12 points for Tipping today. Okay, let's see if they'll stay onside this time. They've been offside again. That annoys me. They've been offside every kick. Piopio lost forward there by Bradley Jeffries. He got a finger to it. Referee's missed it.
That's
Rollinson with a clever long kick. So 2 minutes to go. Piopio haven't really impressed or appealed as an attacking backline unit. Just Tipping will know what to do. Tipping will just get rid of this ball as deep as he can and put it out. And that's well out. Good kick by Tipping. Just Piopio side of ball. It's a 10-metre line by Tipping. Tipping's still got plenty to say to the ref. Oh, they've thrown it in quick. Oh, so Piopio have gone quick. It's not a lot on out there though. Bit of a gut break there. Good tackle there by, I think, Rollinson.
Taupo Sports don't want to give a penalty away.
So there's Bradley Jeffries. I thought he'd got clear, but no, just taken down, dragged down there, and someone's got it on the side.
And off their feet. And that...
Oh, Peter, too soon to call that, Peter. Although we think we've got a minute and 5 seconds to go. Put it down there. Line out hasn't been that confident, has it, Taupo Sports?
I've pretty much gone to Pasaki all day.
Yeah, short line out for Saki. That would make sense, wouldn't it? Rollinson just only bit off 10 metres here. Didn't go for distance. Just wanted it out. Desperately trying to wind down.
See how much injury time you'll be.
Yeah, let's put the hand up the other way, Stevie Payne. It's Taupo Sports ball. So I don't know, there could be some, time still running, but there's a lot of time being lost chasing that ball.
Yeah,
so they're
true.
actually, we're working off our Lockie's timing here, and that doesn't take into account Pasaki. They've overthrown it for Pasaki. Miss it. Caleb Potter attacking Douglas, Robinson and Douglas just get put down. He's very strong on the attack. Stormy Robinson just, he's got some fatties outside him.
He's got a release.
Pasaki with a big tackle. Running time is up, but I think there will be a bit of time added in this game here. That's Lachlan Foot just hitting the ball up. Blowing over again. Bradley Jeffries hits the ball up for Piopio. Typically the forwards are just driving away. Just one mistake. Pasaki's got the ball as he... I thought he'd ripped it. Not much on out on the blind side there, so Caleb Foot just hits it up for probably the 80th time today and driven back by some Taupo forwards. Great tackling.
Piopio will be wanting to get within the 40 and look for a penalty, I would say.
Big Roy Simpson charging it up, and he's been tackled very well. So they've had the ball now for about 8 phases, and they haven't got more than 5 metres. They've gone a bit wide, 22. Very close to the touchline. They've been smacked out there. And that is the game over. So Taupo Sports have won the Ron Bryce Trophy, champions for the first round, 32-31. A bit of a surprise victory here by Taupo Sports, but they've gutsed out a very, very good battle there. Piopio will be disappointed, but again, they lost their way in that second half, Peter.
Yeah, they did. I think they to a degree went away from their hard driving forwards and tried to probably put it in the backs, and a few mistakes were made. Taupo Sports wanted to open the game up, and that's what happened. Cam Robinson got his hands on the ball, Kieran Rollison, Jesse Douglas, and they made the difference in the end. Yeah, great victory for Taupo Sports.
That's I think Taupo Sports will be pleased with that one. That's a tough battle. Hard for Piopio to come here to Taupo to get a win, but Taupo Sports severely under strength, and that's a good battling victory. So you have it here at Owen Delany Park. That is Taupo Sports 32, Piopio 31. Taupo Sports have won the Ron Bryce Trophy for 2023. Haven't got results for the other games. Look up on the King Country Facebook page for your results. But thank you very much from Peter McCulloch and I. Pleasure bringing you this live stream through Splash Screen. Thank you very much for listening. We'll look forward to seeing you next week. Great first round, the Ron Bryce Trophy, Taupo Sports.
a